Hello everyone and welcome to Educate 247. Today we bring you the second lecture in the series on management and that is related to the topic communication. This topic is important for RBI Grade B as well as SEBI Grade A 2020 examination. Now before moving on, Educate brings you SEBI Grade A 2020 crash course with concise content and 5000 plus MCQs for you to practice and learn. You can avail the benefits by using the coupon code rupees 1500. Log on to the website to avail the offer now. So moving on, communication. So we need to understand what is communication. Communication is the essence of life. As humans, we express ourselves via communication. For example, if you have a brilliant idea about an app which can replace TikTok, but you are not able to express it by your ideas and thoughts, life would seem dull. So that is the power of communication. It is the process of passing information from one person to another with the help of a medium. Coming to the MCQs, let us start the first one. Which of the following is not among the 7 C's of communication? And the options are A. Completeness, B. Conciseness, C. Consideration, or D. None of the above. So the correct answer here is D. That is none of the above. This means that all of them are part of the 7 C's of communication, which includes completeness, conciseness, consideration, clarity, concreteness, courtesy, and correctness. Now let us look at them. So, what do you mean by the term completeness? It ensures that communication must be complete and convey all the relevant facts. It should take into account what is the mindset of the receiver and should be persuasive. A complete info is when there is no additional query left in the mind of the receiver and helps them in better decision making. Coming to conciseness, it refers to communicating in the least possible words and focuses and highlights on the main message to avoid unnecessary usage of words. A concise message is comprehensible by the audience and is a non-repetitive in nature. What is consideration? It stands for having an understanding about the audience. That is, stepping into the audience's shoes to understand their mindset. The words need to be suited to the requirements of the audience and the emotions with emphasis on you, on the you approach. What is clarity? It refers to emphasizing on a specific message or a goal rather than providing too much information at once. The aim is to make things easier and provide clarity to the ideas. Coming to concreteness, it implies being particular rather than being general. The words chosen should be clear and be supported by facts and figures to help build the reputation. What is courtesy? It implies that the message should show the sender respects the receiver and has accounted for the viewpoint of the receiver as well. A courteous message is not biased and depicts positivity. Coming to the last point, that is correctness, it emphasizes on the grammatical errors, that is, what a message should be, and it should be well timed. A correct communication can boost the confidence level and have a greater impact on the audience as a reader. So, the usage is applicable in case of both written as well as oral communication in order to have an effective communication. Moving on to the next question. Who among the following proposed the communication theory? And the options are B. F. Skinner, S. F. Scudder, C. Claude Shannon, or D. Lewis Scott. And the correct answer here is B, that is S. F. Scudder. So he proposed the communication theory in the year 1980, which stated that all living beings communicate. However, the modes in which they communicate is different. For example, a dog may bark, a baby may cry, plants may communicate via changing the color of their leaves. Thus, the theory states that whether it is plants, animals, or humans, they communicate either via speech or sound or via body movements and gestures to make others aware of their feelings and thoughts. Moving on to the next question. Which of the following communication model highlights the importance of the speaker in the communication process? And the options are A. Aristotle, B. Berlow, C. Schramm, or D. Shannon and Weaver. And the correct answer here is A, that is Aristotle. Aristotle is known to be the first one to take an initiative and design the communication model. According to this, model that the speaker plays a key role in communication and is the one who takes complete charge of the communication process. As per him, it is the speaker which plays a role in the communication process, and we can take the example of a political leader who, while delivering a speech to the audience, makes sure that the speech is drafted carefully so that the listener can be influenced. The model also emphasizes on the importance of choosing the right words to prepare the speech. Therefore, it is a need to understand the audience type and adjust the speech accordingly. The model serves as a golden rule in case of people who wish to become a public speaker and undertake seminars. Moving on to the next question. Which of the following is not a part of the communication process? And the options are A. Encoding, B. Feedback, C. Decoding, or D. None of the above. And the correct answer here is D, that is none of the above. The process of passing any information from one person to another with the aid of some medium is known as communication. The communication process is important to understand in order to determine the quality of our lives. The first party is the sender, which emits the information, and it can be in the form of oral or written message. The recipient of receiving the message in the desired form can then act accordingly. The process of sending includes putting thoughts into words by the sender, which is known as encoding. The message, when received by the sender, decodes it, and he tries to understand the info and then tries to respond. The sender also provides feedback to the receiver after he has understood the information. Communication plays a very vital role not only in organization but in one's personal life as well. Moving on to the next question. According to which of the following model, the process of communication begins with receiving rather than sending messages? And the options are A. Westley and Maclean, B. Wilbur Schramm, C. Shannon and Weaver, or D. Frank Dance. And the correct answer here is A, that is Westley and Maclean. Westley and Maclean believe that communication does not start from day one, but actually begins when the speaker receives signals or messages from the external surroundings. In this model, again, the process of initiating communication, the first sending messages, takes a back seat and suggests that communication actually starts with receiving messages from the environment. The model considers a strong correlation between the signals from the surroundings and the process of communication. For example, when there is an earthquake, you instantly call on your relatives to make sure that everyone is safe. In this case, the individual receives signals from the environment and then has begun communicating with others. In this model, it is not necessary that the signals coming from the surroundings are intentionally sent to start the process of communication. Sometimes, events might accidentally occur, or the thought can be accidentally received. For example, while you're going to work and you encounter a brilliant ad which gives you an idea which can be used in the next presentation. In this case, while the ad placement has been there for quite some time and you have been driving to work regularly on the same road, but one fine day you received the idea from the banner and initiated the process of communication. Thus, signals can be received anytime and communication can begin anytime. So, this model of communication supports the initiation of communication from receiving messages rather than the sender sending it. So, we have completed the MCQs. So, Educate also brings you a comprehensive Grade B course for RBI, and it covers topics such as ESI, finance and management, as well as current affairs in the form of MCQs along with the latest updates. So you can log on to the website to avail the benefits of this course. Thank you and happy learning.